Hey guys, it's Sinem and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a video on the Jeffree Star times Shane Dawson collection collaboration. I'm so excited to be doing this video today. So I picked up 6 of the liquid lipsticks. I picked up all of them. I also picked up the mini controversy palette and the conspiracy palette, which is right here. And I did do like a little mini demo just testing out some of the colors in this palette, and I do have swatches of everything, including lip swatches and arm swatches of both palettes, which I will link down below for timestamps or somewhere on the screen. So if you just want to skip to a certain part and see swatches, then you can do so. And yeah, I am just ready to dive into this video and talk about the products and all that good stuff. And without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. This is what the palette looks like. I'm sure most of you guys have seen it by now. This is the Conspiracy palette. I absolutely love the packaging. It doesn't feel as heavy as Blood Sugar and Blue Blood, but it is within the same shape and form, especially with the little clasps, which I absolutely love. So this is the palette and I absolutely love all the colors that they chose to add in this palette. I'm not gonna lie, at first when I saw pictures of the palette, I was a bit like, I wasn't really sure how I felt about it. I just felt like it was a little all over the place. But when you actually start going into swatches and really looking at the shades and the rows, you can create so many looks with this palette. I really do feel like they put a lot of thought and effort into creating this palette and the shades. And of course, the number one thing that I love is the little embossed pictures in the shades. I think it's so cute. It's a nice little added touch, and I do love I just love the detail of this palette. So I will let you guys see swatches of the palette and also how they perform on the eyes. One thing I will say is that there was a lot of fallout in this palette. I experienced a ton of fallout and I just literally used the tiniest amount on my brush and a lot of fallout fell out. So that's one thing I would say bear in mind with this palette, is it's very messy to use. Now I'm going to dive straight into swatches of the Conspiracy palette and we're going to go row by row and talk about the shades and see how they perform. The first shade in the first row is called Ranch and this is a pure frosty white shade. Then next to it we have My Pills, which is a matte baby pink. Tanacon is a light brown and it's perfect as a transition shade. Diet Root Beer is a light chocolate brown. Just a Theory, which I think is one of my favourite shades, is a nice bronzy pink shimmery shade. Spiraling is almost like a dark purple grey shade. Going into the second row, that shade right there is called Conspiracy. It's a lime green, almost like money sort of colour shade. Then next to it we have Pigment, and this one is a neon flamingo pink. Food Videos is a almost acid yellow sort of shade. Trisha is a neon shimmery pink. Cheese Dust is a bright neon orange. Flaming Hot is also a bright red shade. It has a little more pink to it rather than a true red. And the final row we have What's the Tea. This is almost like a dirty water sort of shade. It's a really nice unique blue though. Diet Cola is a true silver. Not a Fact is a beautiful rich burgundy purple. Sleep Paralysis is also one of my favorites in this palette and it is a very unique color. It's a silver but it has a lot of purple in it. Illuminati is a deep envy green, forest green sort of shade. I absolutely love that one. And My Rides here is a pure matte black. So I think now I'm just going to jump straight into the little demo just for you guys to see how they perform. And I used a few shades in this palette, but if you guys want to see more looks creating this palette, then I can definitely do more for you. And let's just jump straight into the little demo. So I'm first starting off with Tanacon, and this is a really nice true light brown shade. I'm just applying it in the crease. And then I'm going to go into Diet Root Beer, which is more of a deeper chocolatey brown, and I'm going to be applying that in the deeper crease just to darken it up a little bit more. So I wanted to take pigment, which is this bright pink. It's like a flamingo pink, and I apply that to the lids. And I wanted to add a little bit of color to this look. Not crazy color because I am doing a bright lip, but I wanted to add a little bit of pink and berry tones. So I do apply that to the lid. And then I take Not a Fact, which is a beautiful burgundy purple shade. It's a matte. And I apply this to the outer V and just blend it into the crease. Taking My Pills, this is a true baby matte pink shade, and I am using this on my brow bone just to soften it up and add a little bit of highlight. On my lids, I do apply Just a Theory, which is this nice champagne-y, almost bronzy pink shade. It didn't show up that much when I applied it on top of the pigment shade, but I would say maybe use it wet and you'll get more pigment out of it. And then I go in with my Rides here, which is just a super matte black, just to deepen up the crease even more and add a little bit of depth and definition. For my inner corners, I'm using Ranch, which is a frosty white, and I do mix it in with Just a Theory to make it a little more pink in the inner corners because I felt like the white was too stark. I pretty much repeat Tanacon, Diet Root Beer and Not a Fact on the lower lash line. So now that you guys saw the little demo, as you can see I am wearing one of the lip colours. This one is called Are You Filming? And it's this one right here. It's a beautiful red, but it's not like a true red. It almost has a slight pinky undertone to it. I'm going to jump straight into the lip products and then we'll jump into the mini controversy palette later on. I will put up swatches as I talk about the shades. Are You Filming, like I said, is a red and it has a little bit of pink to it. It's a beautiful shade. It makes your lips look really full. It makes your teeth look white. It's just a really, really nice bold shade and I absolutely love this one. So I am going to be using this a lot, especially in winter. The next shade I'm going to talk about is Ryland. This one is so pretty. I didn't expect to love this one. It is a frosty baby pink. It is just a pink with a lot of shimmer to it. And it's one of those colors where you can wear on its own or you can top it off on other lipsticks. And this is just a really, really nice color. And I absolutely love how it actually turned out. The next shade we have is Jeffree What the F. And this is a really, really bright neon pink. It reminds me of Prom Night liquid lipstick. I'm not sure if they are similar, but it's within the same color family, and it is just a nice neon pink. As you can see, a very bold color as well, also a matte. Next we have I Gotta Go. I love the names of all these, and this is just a gold bronze shade. It's a frosty shade again, a lot of shimmer to it. It's a little more sheer, but I would say this would look a lot better on deeper skin tones. I think it would look stunning on deeper skin tones, and I actually do really like it. So again, this one I actually do like, and I'll be wearing this one a lot more. The next shade I have is Oh My God, and this is a bubblegum pink. It is a pastel pink. It is super pastel, and I'm not really keen on this one. This would look great if you blend it with a darker lip liner, maybe if you add a gloss, if you mix it in with other colors, but it's one of those really nice colors to have anyway if you want to play around with pinks. The last one I have is Shane, and this one is obviously named after him, and this is a very unique color. I'm not really sure how to describe it. The only downside is it's very sheer. As you can see my lips peeking through, and I wasn't really keen on that, so I did put a second layer and I still felt like it was very sheer. So just be mindful that this shade is actually quite sheer, but apart from that, it's still a really unique and pretty color. Now I'm going to go into the mini controversy palette, and this packaging might be my favorite out of all the products that I have. I just love the rainbow kind of static. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera. It's super pretty. I just absolutely love it. It's almost like a glitch effect going on. So this one, I'm going to be honest, I'm not really keen on the shades and the palette overall. I think the shades individually are so beautiful, but as a palette, I just think it's very random, very odd. It's almost like they got last minute shades and just threw it in a palette just to create a last minute palette. I don't know if they really thought about this palette that well. This is personally my opinion. I could be completely wrong. I have watched the series and I still don't think this palette goes well together, and I just think it's a very random palette put together. Actual shades and the swatches are absolutely beautiful, and I'm just going to go through them right now. The first shade I'm swatching is called Flat Earth, and this is a pale baby blue shade. The next shade I'm swatching is Cry on My Couch, which is a cream yellow toned shade. Then we have My Boyfriend's Purse. This is a very hard color to describe. It's almost like a pewter silver shade. Then we have Controversy, which is just a vibrant grape purple. Diet Root Beer, which is also in the Conspiracy palette. It's a repeat shade. My Apology is a shimmery burgundy. It didn't swatch the best. And then we have Exposed, which is a lavender purple. Actually, it's a lilac purple. We have Cancelled, which is a bright aqua blue. And last but not least, we have The Simulation, which didn't swatch the best either. And this is a true, almost ocean blue, and it has shimmer to it as well. So I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. As you can see, I actually did like all of the products. There were a few little mishaps in terms of like the Shane liquid lipstick that didn't swatch well and was very sheer. The fallout in the palettes as well, you get a lot of fallout, and the mini controversy palette, I wasn't keen on all the shades in this palette as a whole. And yeah, apart from that though, I love the Conspiracy palette and all the shades in that palette. I love this liquid lipstick, and I just like the collection overall. I think it's very fun. I think it's very unique. It's very Shane as well. I absolutely love how two best friends came together and created an iconic collaboration. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. And I think that is it from me, and until next time, I'll see you guys all in my next video.